everybody. My name is JordonAM. I'm here with, I guess, say your names.
I'm Audie G.
And then we have FC. And FC reporting for duty. Okay, so right now, as you can see, Trey is not here right now, but that is fine. He had something important to do. And he'll probably be on later if we record a second part to this. But I guess we could just start. We're starting a podcast, as you can see,
Basically.
and yeah, kind of, and it's just gonna be us talking about recent things that have to do with like the media, mostly gaming, but we can also talk about movies and videos and other communities and stuff like that. Nothing like too controversial, but just our thoughts and stuff on it. And then of course we're clowns, so we say some stupid shit or say some goofy ass shit.
Always. Always.
Always. So, I guess we could start by how we met each other. Well, I met David at the age of 5 when he was born. And as you can see, he is my cousin, so
I
that
was
doesn't really need an explanation.
I was told just yesterday that I wasn't very happy to be circumcised, and I screamed so loud that I could be heard from down the hall.
Oh,
And I was
Trey is
I,
here. Trey
I'm
is
just like,
here.
oh my god.
Oh my god, we're starting now, Trey. Get on here.
But I mean, who the hell would want to actually be circumcised? Let's just. I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah,
You're
you know what?
you're cutting my penis.
Yeah, without my consent, and you're controlling my body without my consent. You know that this is. It sounds pretty familiar, you know.
No, it doesn't
No, it doesn't.
doesn't.
You're
No,
right. It
not at
doesn't.
all.
Definitely doesn't sound like the opposite gender. But I met FC through politics and war, and we've been friends ever since. I think it was 2018. No, 29. No, it was
It was
2018. It was 2018, and this is an awfully hot take, but I do not mind. It was 2018, and we almost, I think it was on the verge of like tensions between United Hoods and what was Sean Anthony's old alliance? It was the Mighty Atlantic. Ugh,
ah.
I fucking hated that. I fucking hate Sean Anthony. But does he even still exist? I don't know, and I don't care. But he was the foreign affairs for the Mighty Atlantic, and I was foreign affairs for United Hoods, and we got to talking about things other than politics and war. So we just became friends, and we are now partners in writing, and partners in gaming, and partners in the Clowns of the Round Table. And if Trey will hurry the fuck up and get on this goddamn podcast.
The way I met FC was a bit later when I finally got access to the internet. Uh,
Yeah, your
so I
parents
got
are very strict.
so I got this crappy and I got Discord and Jordan invited me to JTab and I met FC. I
Oh
thought this
fuck,
guy
J-Tap, dude.
I thought this
Oh,
guy was a bit weird. I didn't. I was like, I mean, he seems exactly like Jordan, so I thought he was cool. And I've known FC since I guess early 2019 ish.
late
And
2018,
yeah, late
or
2018,
actually
and
mid, I would say.
wow, we've been pretty chill with each other since then. And now he's in multi battles.
Yeah, we now are in multi battles, and multi battles did not go as we planned at all, ever.
Really, it really didn't. It was supposed to be like this whole huge gaming explosion, and like we were gonna have hella people, all of our friends that actually like games and Pokemon people, and it was just supposed to be like a great time, and it's really went the other direction.
Now we just chilling. FC said we have bonded over multiple conflicts and tribulations. We really have. Like, oh
Really,
my god, and it really is has to do with one person that we will not mention, but we really have. It's
oh,
gotten crazy.
I wasn't even like directly involved with that person for like the beginning of it, but like when I did get involved, oh man, it was a
It got
long
more intense. It went from
it was a
6 to
long day.
10. I met Trey through Pokemon, Pokelogic group, I believe, and then he joined the Pokemon Multi Battles group. And hey, that's exactly what the name of our server was. So as you can see, it was supposed to be for Pokemon, but nobody from Pokemon joined. So Now it's just general gaming. But uh it's very blurry on how we met since it was like 2014 that we became friends. So it's been 6 years, and yeah, like
Beautiful.
absolutely beautiful. It's crazy how long guy friendships last. But yeah, that's pretty much all how we met each other. And I guess we can talk about how Clowns of the Round Table started.
We played like, I think it was like the new season, and we all were able to play, and we all played like, I think the first time we like the first clowns we got that I got to play was like the new season, like
Chapter
chapter
two,
two,
yeah, it was
and
chapter
we played
two.
squads, and we're like, yo, it's just kind of funny,
Yeah, we're
and it
all
was
we're all goofy with each other, so like we should
it
make
was
this
good.
into something.
For a little bit we were just like, yeah, that's cool, that's cool. And I think I feel like where it really started is when we all got together with like a few other people, and we got to play Zone Wars, and we're just like, yo, this is funny, dude.
This shit is
Like the
hilarious.
like the core four of us were just hilarious, plus the extras, and and then like I think we were like, who came up with the name? I can't remember.
It was me, but like no, it was all of us actually. We were like we're clowns, and then we were like we should add on to that. And then I was thinking like what rhymes with clowns, and I was thinking round, like as an ass is round. So
Yeah,
and I was like wait, not ass, but like round table. And then I was like hey, clowns at the round table.
exactly, dude.
But yeah, and then of course we have other members, like minor members, like I guess I don't. How? What would you even call? What would you even name him? Azure Assassin?
A side character.
No, not that. I mean, like I don't know what he goes by because he goes by so many names. I would say Azure Assassin just by his gamer tag.
Yeah,
NPC. But yeah, he's also cool. He's in our Dauntless video. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely go check it out. It's pretty funny.
yeah. I guess there's like different areas where certain clans are in.
Yeah.
Like Trey, JordonAM, and Azir are more in the Dauntless area. Uh, Me, FC, and Jordan are more in the Fortnite area. And there's just like a little bit of Star Wars Battlefront, and there's a PC side of it. There's the cross-platform side of it. Clans of the Roundtable is just basically everywhere,
Yeah,
and
we're general
you can't
gaming.
run away.
You can't run away. If you try to run away, we will beat your ass. And
Exactly.
that's not a threat. That's a promise. We will we will find you. We will find you. All right, let's not creep out the people. I guess the second topic is early access games. Now
Oh
we
boy,
all
early access
yeah,
games.
we all know early access games, especially Fortnite. That's an early access game still, believe it or not. And
Uh, I don't believe it.
I wouldn't believe it either if it weren't for them reminding us that it's early access on the loading screens. But yeah, that one is like the only early access games that's garnered so much success, and it's kind of unreal, which also leaves a bad ooh, you good?
Yeah.
Which also leaves a bad impression on like other early access games. One of them being Rogue Company.
Oh my
Um,
god, dude.
bro, we're both in the server, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, there's so many people that begging for keys to play the game early in alpha, and they think that they like deserve to play it. No one deserves to play the game. That's more of a privilege.
I
And
think somebody just won the raffle too, and somebody said rigged as fuck.
Jesus, of course they did. But like me, I'm very thankful and happy to have that privilege of playing Rogue Company early. Now I can't say anything about the game since it's under non-disclosure agreement, but I can say that it's fun. Hopefully high res Jared doesn't go after me. But uh yeah, it's insane how many people just ask for keys in the general chat. And then when we say, can we talk about something other than asking and begging for keys, they're like, then what else is there to talk about? I'm like, literally anything else. Literally anything else. There's so many things y'all could talk about, but all you do is talk about begging for keys. And it's pretty annoying to the high res staff and pretty annoying to the community admins as well. because
Yeah,
I could tell
it,
Only Light and Faz do not like. I mean, they're probably used to it by now, but I'm pretty sure like they don't have very good feelings about it.
it gets really irritating.
Hey,
Trey,
Trey's here. His mic.
Hey, my nigga.
Hey, hi. We were just talking about early access games. Oh,
nah, I was just
we're talking about like the Rogue Company server and how many people ask for keys and stuff like that, and how annoying how like Fortnite has created like this spoiled precedent to be able to play early access games and think it's perfect upon alpha release or early access.
Yeah. I mean, I think people are just really eager to play them. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I get that they're eager, but like it's to the point where it's gotten really toxic. Like there's been like I David and I have seen some like long ass paragraphs about not having a key, that high res is shit, the studio is shit, the game is probably gonna be shit, and everybody should feel bad. This is rigged. I signed up since day one, so this is not fair. I'm not gonna support this game anymore, even though it's an alpha,
yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
gonna leave. I'm just like, nigga, shut up.
That's dumb. Now, what they now, I think developers should like I don't know, like I want to say not hype up their new product as much because if you don't hype it up as much, you'll be less, whiny bitch. But that
Yeah,
also bites itself in the ass
Yeah.
because if you don't advertise much, then I mean,
I really feel like Rogue Company should do though is do it like what they did with Spellbreak. I know that Spellbreak had NDA too, since I was a part of it. But what they did was that they had the NDA testers um, upload their upload their highlights on a certain part of Discord, and what they would do is that they would compile all of those highlights and then make it into a trailer for their Spellbreak channel, and that's what kept
Yeah.
the hype. That's what I liked about Spellbreak is that even if it was NDA, you could at least still see some gameplay. So I do agree on that part that some, at least a little bit of gameplay should be shown, at least to see like the concepts of the game and have like the NDA testers do highlights, upload it to Discord, have people download them. I mean, have the staff or developers download them, and then put it on their channel as like a trailer or a little bit of a highlight reel of some of the NDA testers. So that's the only thing that I would say that Rogue Company should do. Uh, Definitely keeping it completely silent is most likely not the best way to go about it. But oh yeah, and FC said it seems like a lot of developers fall in this trap of seeing how profitable of keeping it in development, and it just keeps stacking up new features that the dev team can't handle. That is true. There's a one of them is DayZ. They're still in development, and that's what how old of the game is that? Like
Oh,
fucking
dude, that's like a 3 or 4 year old game.
yeah, and it's ridiculous. They still haven't finished the game.
Another game that I think it's not an early access game, but like they suck at keeping promises. There's this guy. It's NBA 2K. Like
Oh God.
for the past 3 or 4 years, they Ronnie 2K has shit over their company, and he's not even a developer. He's just like the publisher, and like he shit him over so bad. And I'm just like, dude, you can't do that to any sort of gaming company. You can't make promises and then not deliver on those promises, and then tell people to shut up about like, because you sound stupid. Like,
You do.
what?
Like as a developer, you are like a spokesperson, and then what you say people will remember, especially when it came to Star Wars Battlefront 2 with the
Yeah.
PR team. Now that's the most disliked Reddit comment in the world in history. So, yeah, that one was bad. But yeah, hopefully with Rogue Company, they do start doing that, and if any of the developers watch this, this is just a suggestion, but yeah, definitely that would probably help keep up the hype like Spellbreak did, and instead of just keeping it completely silent, and it leaves with less angry people. Of course, there's gonna be more hype people, and then get disappointed when they don't get a key, which is completely random. The waves are random. People don't seem to understand that it's not first come first serve, and yeah, we can talk about some of the server stories because you're more involved with them, and so is
Sure
FC.
am.
And we'll start with Heartbroken.
Oh my god, dude. Heartbroken is just a mess. Honestly. Like
Like
just a mess.
he's very young, like he's extremely young, but the way he acts, like he's so gullible, like it's really bad. Like we had to parent him the whole time while he was there. It was it was ridiculous. Like he kept giving out his personal information. He was about to give out his social security number, and I was like,
Hey,
yeah,
I was down for
no,
that one.
no, no, we are not going
Always,
to jail.
always down.
We are
No, I'm
not
not
going.
always down. Just kidding.
We are
Got
joke.
you there.
This is just a disclaimer. We are joking when it comes to stuff like that. We are completely joking. Hopefully, I mean, at least I am. And I
I'm
hope.
joking.
Okay, and I know FC's joking. I hope Trey's joking. I hope Trey's
Not.
joking. I mean, he talked about nutting in the Bible, so he might not be joking about that one. But the next one is Jinxie Jinx, since you know, you had a fight with him.
Yeah, so Jinxie's the type of guy to where he'll play a game. How do I say this? He'll
He'll play League.
fucking
That's the only
play.
game he
He'll play
plays.
League of Legends.
Shit game, by the way.
And his issue is he's not playing it out of like funniness or for content. He's playing it because he genuinely thinks that the game is good. And I have a very hard
Disagree.
opinion about it. Yeah, I disagree with it.
I think most of us, the clowns, all agree that League is shit. So
And the fact that he doesn't think that Riot
he thinks that Riot is a saint. Like he thinks Riot is like the best company in the world. I was like, dude, like he legitimately thought that the cases that Riot Games had was all faked.
I really thought he was a bit ignorant because like the whole story was there and the fact that there was a riot during like I think
It was a walkout.
Yeah, it was something like that. And there's this whole uproar about it. And like the fact that he just downplays it to be quite literally nothing is just pitiful. It's sad.
And he tried to make the excuse that this happens to every company. That doesn't make it wrong. That doesn't make it right. Like, come on now.
Like, seriously, dude? Now, my favorite part about this whole dilemma is his little spiel about rules, right?
Oh yeah, he was like we were, okay. So we kicked him like twice now. Well, now it's been 3 times. That because he was lurking, and like I said earlier, if you're in our server, you do not lurk. If you lurk, we will tag you as such, and we will ping you constantly to talk. And if you get upset that we are pinging you, then don't lurk. Talk, because that's why you're in this server. You're here to talk. So, like, I don't understand why you're not doing that thing. So, yeah. It's kind of weird. I don't understand people that do that. Remember, like Pokemon Trainer ONG was like, I'm here just to be here. No. You gotta talk, kid.
Like, dude, you can't just sit here and just not do anything.
Like
Otherwise, I'm just gonna... Like, why are you here?
Like last
Like,
time, he was here on JTAP only to look at my meme. Only look at the meme channel. I was like, wow, fuck off.
Yeah, he was there to steal your memes.
People like that are the reason we have more bots than active members. Exactly. It's really kind of sad how many bots we have compared to how many actual members we have. I went through a whole like member purge of all the lurkers, and we are now down to, I don't know, like three actual members, and the rest are admins or moderators.
It's basically a group chat.
It is a group chat now instead of a server, and it really sucks. It really sucks, but at least I'm with people that are active in talking. Now, of course, we have our days where we don't have much to say, but overall, we talk basically every day, and it really just like grinds our gears when people join. We say hello, welcome, hope you enjoy it here, and then
they say like thanks or yeah, man, and they just never talk.
yeah, ever again. And I'm just like, wow, Okay. And then when we ping them, they're like, what? And you're just like, are you gonna talk or not? And then I just end up kicking them because they just don't talk, and we don't need dead weight in the server.
Exactly.
Like, I bet if we locked up the memes chat for active people, they ain't gonna be lurking. You know what? That is a good fucking idea.
I didn't think about that.
Oh my god. SC, why didn't you say anything earlier? Holy shit. We gotta do this right after the podcast. Holy shit. Oh my god. I didn't think of that. Oh, what? You know what? That is... And NSFW. Definitely NSFW as well. Because either people will join for the memes or for the tits, and we're gonna lock down both so you can start talking.
Maybe the spam channel with the Pokemon stuff.
Oh yeah, some people join just because for the Pokebot. That was annoying.
Yeah. And then, like, when you try to catch a Pokemon, they purposely take it away from you. You know, some nigga did that to me, not naming names, but
Pyros?
Yeah, not naming names, just Pyros.
Just lock it to where they can only look as we catch them. You know what? FC, you are a fucking genius. You are a reason why you're in this group. You are a genius. You are the brains of this team. But back on to Jinxie and Riot Games. Like, he legit thinks that they've done nothing wrong ever. That they're the best, like, thing ever. And he's such a Fortnite hater, dude. He will shit on anything that has to do with Fortnite.
Like, even if it's Fortnite raising awareness for cancer, oh, it's Fortnite. Nigga, what?
Like, I remember when I posted a meme in League of Jinxie, which was his old server. Well, the server that I was in, he still uses it, of course, because, you know, there's everybody that plays League is in there. And it was us, and it was a clip from one of the videos. It was the hentai noises one. That was really funny as shit. You guys should go watch that. And when I posted it, he then responded with, "These niggas sound like Fortnite players with their cheap ass mics." And I was like, really? Like, okay, that's pretty shitty to say.
Fortnite players usually have the better mics, though.
They do. All in all, aside from League players. Oh God, you know Nick's mic. that was a terrible one. But like
Windows 7 or something.
It damn near sounded like it. It sounded like he was using those $5 mics from Xbox from the Xbox on GameStop. That were it was really bad. But man, he was such a hater. That's why I kind of distanced myself. I was just like, dude, and he hasn't even played the game. He hasn't played the game a single. He hasn't even he hasn't even launched it. He hasn't even downloaded. He hasn't touched the game, and he thinks it's bad, or he just hates it. And he's like, I know enough from my brother, and I'm just like, that's not enough. That's really not enough.
To really get the scoop on a game, you really gotta play it yourself.
Yeah, I actually gotta play it. Yeah, that's pretty much why I don't make League videos anymore. We had a League videos, which was between me and David, but either League would suddenly destroy my recording where no sound would come out at all, or it was where we were just too angry for the content to actually be like funny or good, because that game pisses us off way too much and way too easily. We fucking hate League. We just really do. Like, League is the bane of our existence. We don't fuck with that game. We don't fuck with Overwatch either. That one's also a shit game. I guess our next one is Star Wars. Pretty sure like most of us know a little bit, at least a lot about Star Wars. And yeah, and we could talk about the future of Star Wars games. You know back in like the early 2000s, like Star Wars games were popping. Like they were really good as hell. And like we had a whole bunch. We had Star Wars Battlefront, the originals. We had The Force Unleashed. We had the Clone Wars. We had Rogue Squadron. We had so many.
Just really good Star Wars games.
And like SC said, then the 2010s came, and then Star Wars Connect was also out. Lucasfilms did not know what to do after they got bought out by Disney. It was kind of sucked.
I'm pretty disappointed that he didn't like I know he didn't really like enjoy making movies anymore, but I just kind of wish he didn't sell off to Disney. But
Yeah,
at the same time, I kind of glad he didn't sell it to Sony or something.
I just
Which is
wanted
what,
anyone but Disney. But
yeah.
of course they gave him the higher amount of money, and that's history. But I'm Han Solo slaps high key. I mean, in a way, it does. But the dance, that ain't it.
It's in all my playlists, bro.
It's it's on repeat every single day. One playlist, and it's just I'm Han Solo. Just 50 copies of it, and it's on repeat. But yeah, the game started getting worse. It was kind of scary. And I was like, dude, there's no good Star Wars games out anymore. And then Disney said, "Hey, we're giving the Star Wars gaming license to EA." And I was like, "What? What the fuck? Why?"
Sure, why not? I guess.
It's like, why the fuck would you do that? And then EA was like, "Don't worry, we're giving it to Respawn Entertainment and DICE." And I was like, "Sure, I guess we'll go with that." And
Whatever,
then
man.
and then like 2015 Battlefront came out for the EA, and I was like, "Oh, this actually looks kind of cool." And then the gameplay came out, and I was like, "Oh, this is actually kind of shit. I don't like it."
What, Star Wars Battlefront?
Yeah, the 2015 version.
What, the very first Battlefront?
No. That one's 2003. The
No,
2015.
I meant like out of like.
Oh yeah, the
EA.
very first one.
Yeah, I wasn't too enthralled by it. Personally, I got bored, and I was more so just like, so what's the next game?
Yeah, and they did keep support for it for a few years with the DLC and season passes, which was also very scummy because they had a lot. There was only like what 3 heroes when it first came out, and they started adding heroes through like a paywall, and that kind of was shit, and other maps and shit, and then Battlefront 2 came out, and of course the game's good now, but back then, holy shit.
Yeah, it wasn't well received at all. And at first, I was like, it's not that bad. And then I got around to watching people play it. Then I watched a video about all the bugs in the game.
And the loot boxes.
And yeah, microtransactions that just really killed the game overall. But
Like there was talk like you had to use like real currency or the in-game currency to buy a hero and be able to play them, but then you wouldn't be able to actually play them if somebody already picked the character in game.
so it'd be like a waste of money essentially.
Yeah, and it cost I don't know like $10 to get Darth Vader. I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
And there wasn't like the all champion pack or some shit like that.
Yeah, and like it was just it was a huge mess, especially the star card system where you had to buy boxes to make sure that or to have a chance to get a good star card instead of now where they've revamped everything. Now all the heroes are free, all the classes are free, all the star cards are
Very glad they did that.
yeah, and all the star cards are unlockable by leveling up that class instead of having to find them through loot boxes. Really happy about that one because that I wouldn't play the game if I had to find shit through loot boxes. Ooh, FC made a good point. It dehumanized people who really can't afford it either. Like it reinforces the idea of wow, look at this loser, he can't even afford. Dude, you know what? You know what? Game did that? Apex Legends.
Yeah.
They called their people asshats and freeloaders. So yeah, that didn't do too well for them. People still surprisingly play the game because people like to be deadly loyal to a game that even doesn't even respect the players. But yeah, it was. I hate companies and even people like Twitch streamers that do that shit. They're like, oh, you're not spending money on me. You're a freeloader. You're a leech. Like, what the fuck? That's such a toxic mindset. But we could also talk about the sequel trilogy of Star Wars now, without spoilers. What would you rate it out of 10 overall?
Overall,
Yeah,
8.
8.
Yeah.
I'd give it an 8 too. It's not terrible. It has some moments where it's just like, what? That doesn't make sense, but it's not terrible. What about UFC? If you've seen any of the movies, I haven't watched it yet. But when Ray ripped off the Lucha Master reel, she's Rey Mysterio. That shit was lit. I'm Ray. Ray who? Rey Mysterio. Boudica 619. Oh, that's a funny meme.
If I gotta be honest, right? The story is in itself is mediocre, but this trilogy is so visually pleasing to my eyes.
Oh, the trilogy is so stunning to look at. Like, I'm not
Like
even gonna cap on that one.
it's such a beautiful looking trilogy. Like even the Last Jedi, it looked great. The film, not the content, like it looked good. The Rise of Skywalker looked like
Fantastic.
fantastic, dude. Like Force Awakens was beautiful. Last Jedi was pretty good.
The space
Visually,
scenes were absolutely amazing.
visually, one of I'd say like these three are like visually the best in Star Wars.
And like I get like since it's in the 2010s. Of course the the production's gonna be way better. But like honestly, like
Yeah,
I even give it to prequel trilogy. Their stuff was pretty good too. Not gonna lie. Like
yeah. The first time it was really good.
and but
Like
Jesus.
Star Wars as a whole overall has been really good for its time, and it's always been ahead of its time that it's in. The current trilogy, a little not so much far ahead, but it's really good. And back then, like the original first six,
Yeah.
really good for like the time period it came out in.
And then I guess we could talk about our least favorite Star Wars installments. And I got one, and people will hate me for it.
I think mine. There's one that I really dislike. I think it's gotta be. It's gotta be episode 2, and I don't like Empire Strikes Back.
Then you say you didn't like 3 either.
Yeah, I don't like least favorite is episode 3. I don't like episode 2, and not a big fan of the first episode.
Oh yeah, not a lot of people like Phantom Menace. Mine is has to be Empire Strikes Back. That shit made no type of fucking sense ever at all.
I'll have
Like
to agree with you on that one. Empire Strikes Back, I it had me feeling lost for a second.
like cuz in the beginning they established, right, that the planet of Hoth is blockaded by the Empire, the Galactic Empire. So nobody can get in, nobody can get out. That's what the whole point of a blockade is. And somehow Luke and the Millennium Falcon was able to get out of Hoth somehow. Like where did the Empire blockade go? Where did it go? Like that's the whole point of a blockade. It's supposed to shoot down anything that tries to leave and anything that tries to come in. But somehow Luke
But
and
fuck it, since it's Luke and Han Solo, why not?
right, like, huh? And then the whole thing on the Battle of Hoth, where you have the ATTEs, and they're like invulnerable, but once they get tripped over, apparently they're like one shot kill. Like that shit doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. How are you gonna make a tank like that, and once it trips over, apparently all its shields come down or all of its armor suddenly just doesn't mean anything, and it just gets destroyed in one hit. Like what? That's a whole bunch of shit didn't make sense in that movie, especially with Yoda, bro. Yoda, oh my god, like he acted all goofy and shit, and then he tried to scold Luke for being reckless and not being like a true Jedi. Nigga, he was born on a farm.
Other than being like a mascot for Star Wars a little bit, what has Yoda really done for the series?
Only sit and watch.
Like he's like this word of wisdom guy that tells you all these things that you need to do, but like nobody really questions like, wait, why don't you do it? You're supposed to be like the most like one of the best Jedi here. Why are you sending out other people to do? I get like he's busy, I guess, but like he really hasn't done anything.
He hasn't, and since he's the Grand Master and since he's the leader, he is the whole reason that the Empire even began. Like he's been hoodwinked so fucking much, and he's been so arrogant, and so have the other Jedi, that it is completely the Jedi's fault that the Empire even rose and that the Palpatine
Yeah.
was able to get into power. Y'all, oh my god, like I'm so mad. Like I hate the Jedi so much. I hate the Jedi Council. This is why I would be for the Sith, because the Jedi are dumb as shit. Jesus, Mace Windu too. Oh my god, and that Mace Windu. Remember the prosecution of Ahsoka Tano,
Mm-hmm.
and like they found out that she was actually innocent this whole time, and then Mace Windu said, "Oh yeah, this was actually just a test for you, for your integrity as a Jedi." I was like, "Yeah, you're heavy capping." Even Ahsoka knew. She looked at him like, sure." And they're like, "We would like to invite you right back into the Jedi Council." And she said, "Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm out." And I didn't blame her. I did not blame her at all. But oh my god, fuck Mace Windu and fuck Master Yoda. They are the reason why Anakin became Darth Vader. Dr. Vader. He just has a whole
Dr.
fucking.
Vader.
He has a stethoscope on. He's like, you do not know the power of good health and hygiene. PhD in the dark side of the Force. And then Obi-Wan just didn't tell Luke at all, Vader is your father. He was like, oh no, Vader killed your father. Like, we don't. He was like, and then when Luke said, you lied to me after episode 6, he said,
Okay.
he was like, well, Vader did destroy Anakin Skywalker, and then he was like, so I didn't lie in a certain point of view. I was like, nigga, you capped. Shut up, you capped.
Technically, I didn't lie, but I did lie.
Right? He just says from a certain point of view, nigga, cap. You capped the whole time.
Wait, the way you think about it really determines whether I lied or not. You can think I'm a liar, but I really am a liar, but I'm not a liar.
You may think I'm a liar. I may sound like a liar. You may have found out the truth like I'm a liar, because I am a liar, but from a certain point of view, you know, like, what the fuck, Obi-Wan? Come on. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. You killed him. You just was like, nigga, no, I am your father. It's like, what?
Who told you different? Obi-Wan? That makes sense.
But I think my favorite lightsaber battle has to be Obi-Wan versus Anakin. But even though the choreography was completely unnecessary, I really do liked the emotion behind it. It was like two brothers fighting against each other.
I really don't have a favorite lightsaber duel.
And then my second would have to be Kylo Ren versus Rey in episode 9. That one was good.
That was pretty good.
Like, people always shit talk on the lightsaber battles in the sequel trilogy, and I'm just like, but they're not, like, they haven't been training for years as a Jedi or Sith. They've literally picked up a lightsaber. They have the Force, and it's just raw, emotional. They're trying to fight each other.
I personally like untrained lightsaber use versus like trained niggas, because it takes forever for them to hit.
Yeah.
It feels so stiff, and it's just like and going into the fight for the fans, you're already like, okay, I can already kind of see who's gonna win.
But when it came to those two, it was when it came to the sequel, it's like, yeah, they're both like fighting because they're so emotional about what they're doing, and like, it's just, it was something about it that I really liked. And of course, Star Wars fans, they're like, oh, Disney doesn't know how to do lightsaber duels, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up, because honestly, the people who think that the episode 4 lightsaber fight between Ben Kenobi and Darth Vader is the best one, honestly, you like watching paint dry. That's just the conclusion that I've made. You like watching paint dry if you like the episode 4 lightsaber duel. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous.
It's very stiff. Not much happens in it. And like, you know Vader's gonna win, so it's just like,
you could tell that Vader was not putting any type of effort into fighting. And like, they were so stiff when they were fighting. It was ridiculous. They're just like trying to poke each other. Like it was like watching two senile men trying to fight with canes. It was ridiculous. And then there's like those people in Star Wars that are like, oh, Lucasfilms ruined lightsaber fights. I'm like, what do you know about lightsaber fights? You're the one that made it. The fuck?
Exactly.
Like, what do you know?
He made Star Wars, dude. Come on.
And he made lightsabers. Like the fuck?
Really?
And you're trying to tell him that he doesn't know how to make lightsaber fights? Like, what do you expect? Like, if it's not what you want, do it yourself. If it's that easy, I fucking hate people that do that. I think the funniest part in Clone Wars was when Anakin was using the Force on this one dude was trying to flirt on Padme, and then the dude said, how about you start using your hands instead, Master Jedi? God, and then Anakin started walking over. He said, it will be my pleasure. I was like, yo.
Dude, he absolutely whooped his ass, dude.
It was so fucking hilarious. The way he walked towards it was so fucking funny. I was like, damn, this nigga about to really throw hands. He did not give a fuck. He said lightsaber, Force, hands. I don't care. You're getting this work. I was like, yo, Anakin's that nigga.
It does not matter.
He was getting that work either way. Oh my god, it was so fucking hilarious. But yeah, I would love more scenes like that. That was great. That nigga had no chance against Anakin. He was just whopping on him. Oh my god. Oh, so fucking hilarious. Oh god, that was my favorite part of the Clone Wars.
Homie really thought he got an ass whooping. Fighting like a bare bones nigga. He's like, okay.
Yeah, he forgot that a 6'2" nigga is coming at him with fists swinging, bro. Like, come on now.
Probably threw some force through some
of that dark side into his swings, bro. I wouldn't. That shit would hurt, especially since he's got a robot hand that's completely metal. Oh my god, that would hurt. Holy shit. I'd be done after the first hit. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm gonna leave. Sorry to disturb you.
Technically, Anakin's from the hood.
Anakin is from the hood. He came from. He had the come up. He is that nigga. No wonder why he knows hand-to-hand combat. He said, "Fuck y'all." So fucking funny.
He be fighting all the niggas that he be stealing from.
Slave work ain't easy. Anyways, I like to thank David, AudiG, FC, and Trey for popping in and out. And hopefully next episode will be a bit more cleaner. I like to thank this podcast for inviting me. Well, yeah, you're a clown. Next episode, gang. Yeah, you're a part of the clique. We ain't gonna just leave you. But yeah, never. You're that nigga. You're that nigga. Even though you're white, but you're that nigga. Anyways, this has been No Tomfoolery. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Sure.